All right, with this WASH 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having a good Monday, start of the work week, that is. We've had some pretty decent weather today, a couple showers along the coast, but overall not too bad. We're going to break down that forecast here for you. Wide rain chances will go up just a little bit tomorrow, especially along the coast, and we're keeping an eye on two features in the tropics. Not really concerned about any one of them, but certainly want to bring you up to speed on what's going on with that. So without further ado, let's take a look at where we are with the latest power outages. And as you can see right there, that's what you got. Right there, we've got, I'd say about 13,000 folks now without power over towards Volusia County, less than 2,500 now in both Seminole and Orange counties, and less than 1,500 in Osceola County. So we are definitely going in the right direction. And I think by the time we get to the middle of the week here, we are going to be in much, much better shape. So again, that's something that we will continue to watch and keep an eye on things for everybody as we go forward with time. All right, I want to get to some of these river levels here and just kind of highlight what's going on. And when we do that, you're going to see right here, flood warnings remain in effect now up and down the St. Johns, over towards Little Wekiva, and back towards the Shingle Creek. Historic flooding, unbelievable. Ian's historic flooding, record crest, highest ever, Astor 4.71 feet. We get you over towards DeLand, 6.2 feet. Sanford and DeLand may tie or break those crests. That's something that we are going to be watching, again, very carefully as we go through the next a couple of days, when we think that we may get our flooding peaking there. So there you go. Lake Harney, 12.67 is the crest, shattering the old record there a while back. And then, as you can see, Cocoa, 16.16. That's going to fall shy of the old record. But needless to say, again, a very, very impressive record there underway for the area in and around Cocoa Beach. So again, unbelievable stuff. Certainly things that we'll be watching here going forward. Now, let me point your eyes and your attention to other areas, and we'll begin up towards Astor, and then I'll get into the forecast here for everybody. Come on now, let's go shake and bake. There we go. Love that. Right there. All right, there's Astor. 4.7 feet crested coming down, still a major flood thread there. Back over towards, come on. Wow, this thing is slow tonight. There it is. Astor, going to stay in major flood threat all week, right through Saturday, unfortunately. Then we head over towards DeLand. Forecast to crest at 6.2. Again, potentially record crest there. We are in major flood stage right now. And when we take a look at that forecast here going forward, we stay there all week. Abby, Yesenia Sexto, good to have you there. Dominique Evermond. Dominique, Yesenia, did you guys lose power? Anthony James, you are a good man. Appreciate you there, sir. Thank you for those kind words. All right, moving right along here, you can see a lot of purple and a lot of red. Those are the moderate to major flooding areas here across Central Florida that we've been watching for you. A couple more river levels. Here's Sanford along the St. Johns. Thank you, Anthony. Giselle Tanyan, just keeping an eye on the rivers here, girl. Maria Sophia, Jim Schumann. It is a gorgeous night. The weather looks great this week. St. John's at Sanford is going to rise through Thursday, and then we think gradually come back down. Oh, excellent, Abby. Love that. Good for you. Forecast crest 12.7, St. John's at Lake Harney. Again, that's good enough for the all-time highest ever record crest there. Stop yawning. You're making me sleepy, says Kimberly Lynn. Kims, sorry about that, girly girl. I just had a big dinner. There's Lake Harney, major flood stage, but coming down after Tuesday. Love it. Parts of Daytona are still without power, says Denise Andrews. You're correct. There's a little Wekiva. Little Kaiba peaked at 34 feet, coming down now. Should be in the action stage by Friday. Good news on that front. Joanne, I love this time of the year, girl. Shingle Creek, off that peak of 64, now coming back down. It should hopefully by Sunday be in moderate flood stage. So good stuff right there. That's going to be a long time for them too, Doug. All right, let's get into some graphics there. There's a look outside. As you can see, temps upper 60s, low and mid 70s. A beautiful night, little trough of low pressure coming on through. It's going to kind of freshen up our winds out of the north and keep our temperatures on the cooler side here the next couple of mornings. Look at that, dew points in the 50s and low 60s. That is perfect sleeping weather right there. The winds out of the north, bit brisk too, I might say, 10 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning, 58 in Ocala, 64 in Sanford, and 68 on into Melbourne. How about this planner? Check it out. 60, 70, 80, low 80s for high, 20% chance for showers. Best chance for showers, though, I believe, are going to be along the East Coast. There's not a lot of rain this week, which is good, Dominique. We want to keep cleaning up here. Joel Staffel, Martha Kuhn, Martha, it's still elevated, but it's not as bad as earlier. Tropics, Giselle, we're going to head there in a second. Tomorrow's beautiful. Look at that. We'll take a look at the futurecast here. Linda Spoon. Sweatpants, can't believe. Kim, it's not that cold. We still love you, girl. There's a look. A few showers tomorrow. Carmen Luciano. See what's going on, girl. Hope you're doing well. Dominique, you rock. Dolores. Can't take another drive. Dolores is freezing. Dolores, do you have power up there, Dolores? Mid-70s along the coast, low 80s inland areas. There's a peak now at Daytona Beach. Too cool to sleep in the RV. Really? Eric Gamp and Maria Sophia have popped in. There's a look at the launch forecast. 2 launches this week. We got an Atlas 5 Tuesday between 5:36 and 6:16. There you go. And then the forecast for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful weather. Doesn't get much better than that. Afternoon highs jumping back up into the 80s. No power, no water. Jeez, Dolores. Sandra, we're going to be okay there. I am well, thank you, says Carmen. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. A little getting some sleep here finally after a busy week. Sandra and Carmen, appreciate those kind words. Let's see here. Those storms out there, these are the 2 that Sandra is alluding to. We got an invest there, 2 invests actually. That second wave is now invest 92. I'll need to fix that here momentarily, but you can see one to the due west, one towards the northwest. A series of fronts will keep the northern one out to sea. Let me show you the models here. Maria Sophia, John Rice, Gail Copeland. Yeah, Dolores, well said. Well said on that. Here's a look at the latest computer models. Look at how far south they go. Almost into Caracas. That's insane. And then starting to curve more towards the west. So likely going to head through the northern portions of South America. And then, if it can survive, into Central America. A lot of wind shear, as you can see right there. There's the big ridge of high pressure. Upper low there. Here's our feature right there. So yeah. Yes. There you go. Let's look at that. Now, we take a look at the water vapor. And now we go to the temperatures. Waters are warm. There's no doubt about that. So we still have to watch these features. Texas came yesterday to get the power back on. Joel Staffel. Excellent. Thanks for the heads up on that. So I want to show you the European. Look at that. Got a couple features there, but a series of strong fronts park themselves across the deep south, and both the models have this. There's the GFS. There's Thursday, one strong front. So as these features try to move into the Caribbean, they're hitting that area of frontal genesis to front, and that's keeping everything out to sea. For now, anyway. October formation typically forms in the Caribbean and curves northeastward across the Bahamas, Cuba, and South Florida. So we'll keep you posted on that. Again, right now I'm not too concerned. Douglas, Debbie, Bill, Pat, good to have you guys. Pat Dino has popped in. Patty Dino. There we go. All right, next name storm is going to be Julia. Julia, and then Carl and Lisa and Martin. We've got 9 names deep now. 9 name deep. We had 1 potential tropical cyclone and 1 depression. So there you go. Tony, Mountain Love, watching him. Mickey, you're too kind. Appreciate you, girl. Jill Singh. Jill, thanks for popping in. Have a wonderful night, Miss Queens, New York. Rita, Broken Arrow. Rita. Look at you. Land Lake College. Rita, how's the family doing, by the way? Sandra Sanchez. Sandy. Girl, how you feeling today, by the way? You doing okay? Gail Copeland Duncan. And sharing is caring, says Vicky Hill. Yes, that is our motto. Sharing is caring. Why has there never been a Hurricane Kimberly? I go through a list. Just haven't gotten to Kimberly. I'll look into that for you. John Rice. Giselle, you are too kind to me, young lady. I do appreciate those nice, thoughtful words on your part. Tara Lynn Tootle has popped in. TLT, good to have you there. Look at that 7 there. We got Yom Kippur Tuesday night on into Wednesday. Looking good for that. And then Monday's Columbus Day. Some of you on 3-day weekends. At St. John's River is in my backyard. Rita, where along the St. John's are you? Jill, wait, Jill Singh. What great courage you... Jill, I appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Well, I lost the solar panel, Sandra, but I never lost power. So I've got the solar people coming on Thursday to get that fixed. Yesenia, thank you, young lady, for sharing. Always appreciate your girl popping in and saying hi. Tell the family, the kiddos, I said hi. Rita Brooke, Astor, yeah. Oh, at least you have crested, Rita. Now it's starting to come down. It's going to take time, as you know. Anthony James. Okay, so here's the thing. We were just showing the water vapor. Maria Sophia. So there are a few things out there that may try to develop, but they're going to hit a wall. And that wall is a series of fronts across the deep south and just south of Orlando. So anytime you have that there, this time of the year with these fronts coming on in, it's very, very difficult for these storms to come north. And that's not unusual for October, especially November, but even October. So there you go. Good night, Marie from John. Eric, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rita. All right, now, one thing I do want to show is the snow, because we are starting to get a little bit of snow with storms this time of the year. As you get into October, higher terrain there, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Montana, Idaho, northern New Mexico, northern Arizona can get snow this time of the year, believe it or not. Hello to you, Veronica Alana. Downtown should be recovering from her. Yep, Douglas. Morning Tuesday, my country is more. There you go, Veronica. Sorry, my bad. She's over there in Asia. All right, so what about the temps? It's October now, so it starts getting colder at night. 42 in Maine, 49 in Buffalo, 49 in Washington, 55 in Raleigh, 75 in Sioux Falls, and Minneapolis is at 72. When we take a look at the satellite radar, snow, what's that? There you go. System out west, cranking up. We can see. Could be a little bit of snow in the high country, Wyoming, and certainly some snow right there west of Denver in the high country out in Colorado. So that time of the year, starting to get there. One other thing I like to do is show the temps around the world. Seabeers, thank you. Okay, we'll take the Menalfi Learjet out now, I wish. Point Barrow 25, Inuvik 30, Fort Ross 24, Baker Lake 32, Iqaluit 37, Moosinee 61, Winnipeg 63, Denver 61, chilly along the northeast coast there, mid-Atlantic all the way to the northeast. Cancun is at 79, Nassau in the Bahamas is 82, Santo Domingo 79, Panama City coming in at 81. Alyssa Torres, I would love in that. Miss Saquat, New York. Alyssa. Just got back in Orlando last time. Yes. We are, Doug. Yep. Christmas is coming soon, says Veronica. Is working. Ooh. All summer, Kimberly. Helene, two features out there, but none that are pointed in our direction. So we'll keep an eye on them, though. Lima, 61. Buenos Aires, 59. Punta Arenas, 43. Cape Town, 50. Madagascar, 54. Niamey, 84. Look at London. Whoa, London is at 57. Oslo, 37. Berlin at 55. I changed the season to Florida. There you go, Alyssa. Well said there, young lady. Kimberly, Sandra, Sanchez. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. Helene Resch has popped in. There's a look in Moscow. Surgut, Astana, Bratsk, Ulaanbaatar is at 12. There you go, Kim. Good advice. Yakutsk, 23. Tokyo, 81. Manila, 82. Makassar, 81. Broome, 77. Perth, 59. Hobart Airport, 52. And Auckland coming in at 61. So again, back to the tropics here. We have two invests, 91 and 92. Nikki Lopez. Nikki Lolo. Hey, Tony, everyone just got... Oh, good to have you back, Nikki. So did you just lose internet, Nikki, or did you lose power as well? Kimberly Bash Jantz. Tony, I want to thank you for keeping us posted with Ian. I live in the landfall area. Oh, my gosh. You were the only one that kept saying it was coming to... Wow, Kimberly. So, Kimberly, where exactly are you, by the way? And it's a pleasure to have you back on here with us. Nikki Lopez has popped in as well. Nikki, where are you at? Good to have you, by the way. And if you guys are in and haven't followed me yet, please go ahead and do so. I love it. Beautiful weather. Alyssa, are you down here yet, or are you still up in Long Island, New York? Where are you, by the way? Terry Lottie, hey, Nick, good to have you there. Always a pleasure. Tracking the tropics, two features there. Again, not too concerned with them yet. We'll keep an eye on 91. When will Lake Monroe retract? Jill, later the mid to late week this week is what we're thinking. Next 2 to 3 days. Fingers crossed on that. Never lost power, says Gerardo. Inglewood, Kimberly Bass. Good to have you there, Kimbo. Appreciate you popping in. Yep. So we will cover all of Florida. Mostly Central Florida, but we cover all of Florida in those types of situations. Obviously, people want to know what's going on. So there we go. There's that. So a couple features out there. Now the waters in the Caribbean are warm, so we definitely want to watch this. Been in the Tampa Bay area. Alyssa, okay. All right, Alyssa, I thought you were here over in the Orlando area. I didn't realize you were over in Tampa. How did the Tampa guys do with the storm? Were you happy with the info they provided you, by the way? Gerardo, Nikki Lopez, internet only, power was in and out, and we live by a bit flooded. Oh, good to hear that, Nick. I'm glad you didn't lose much. A lot of folks did, so I'm thankful that you did not. And I'm more thankful, too, that you came back to us as soon as you got your internet back. Let's kind of keep up on things. And we're doing a telethon tomorrow to raise money for folks here in Central Florida. So from Ian's damage, just FYI, you'll see that on a good chunk of the day, 6:30 to 6:30. Flooding was bad in Kissimmee. Yeah, Anthony, heard that from several folks there, by the way. All right, so let me show you the water vapor channel, both Euro and the GFS. You can see there's the feature there coming through the Windward Isles, the front to the north. That makes it very difficult. It's a sheared environment, creates a lot of issues for a storm to develop, so we're feeling pretty good about that staying south. So there you go. And then GFS, your team did an exceptional job. Thanks. Yeah, we got a good team. Not just the weather folks, the reporters, the anchors. It was great. It was a team effort. Dolores, we got to get you a boat. Get you off of there. What's up? Good to have you, John. You fared well, but you had the best info. I didn't lose power, so cook meals. Listen, you're an angel, Alyssa. Way to go. Awesome. Dan and Debbie, thanks for keeping us going with the storm. Dan and Debbie, we got you. I was lucky, only 20. John Rice, you are lucky. You are lucky. So there you go. All right, so that's both those models. Again, this time of the year, you start getting fronts coming in pretty far south, so that tends to want to curve things north and east, and you get to late October, and the fronts get even stronger. We start getting really cooler here, dropping into the 50s, so let's hope that's going to happen here this year. So we'll watch that. But again, for the time being, we'll watch Invest 91 and 92, but not too concerned with it as of right now. We are in Tampa and we are okay. Peggy Curly Rios. Gotcha, Pegs. Good to have you there. Appreciate you popping in. All right, I'm going to rock and roll. Start making some updates here. You guys are an awesome group. Thanks for popping in. Again, I do these Facebook Lives each night right around 8 o'clock when I'm working. I am working tomorrow. I am working Wednesday, but I do have Thursday and Friday off. Anyway, I'll be back on the air tonight at 10 on the CW18 and again at 11 on West 2 News. You guys are a great group. Thanks for popping in, bantering, talking, and giving me the description of what's going on in your neighborhoods, from the hard-hit areas to those that made it out relatively unscathed. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night, and hopefully you'll see me tonight at 10.